welcome and thank you for joining our studio. Hello, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Still just few seconds to be afternoon. All right, Peter, you're welcome.
Thank you.
So there appears to be some cohesion happening in PDP. The state chairman, about 26 of them, coming under the leadership of Tony Azebemi, the Edo State chairman. Saying
you are not calling that name very well.
Okay, call it very well.
Azegbeme.
Oh, Azegbeme.
Correct.
Okay, good. So the name you called, he's telling us that with other 25 chairmen, with him, they are endorsing the chairmanship of Turaki, which is also a full endorsement of the Badon Convention. You know that in any NEC meeting, the chairman form a substantial part of the numbers. By the time you put the elected officials and and all other ones, when you have 26 chairmen already with you, that appears to be some cohesion. Do you think, Wike's fashion, they are going to go to court to stop these chairmen from endorsing Turaki, or they are going to appoint their own parallel chairman? After all, they appointed Mohammed as their own national chairman. So how far can they go?
Well, I think I want to first of all commend the chairman, the forum of chairmen of the PDP, about 25, 26 of them, as being their leader. I want to first of all commend them for being able to come together. See, because in this the wicked era that we are, knowing that is a good giver and they are not being swayed.
He has the resources.
He has the resources to do that, and they are not being swayed. 25 of them.
26 altogether.
That's a big chunk.
Yeah.
That forms a simple majority. The other one is just 11 left behind.
Yeah, the elected officials.
Now, for them to be
elected officials have almost all come to
the exactly. So I want to first of all commend them for being able to come together. That's number one. Then number two, I want to say that is the biggest event for PDP to move forward at this time, and I think they can sustain it. Now let me look at the sustainability of what they are going to do. Now you talk about the weakest camp. We said it yesterday, we have said it all the time. There are no camp that are saying we have formed alliance, that this is who we are now. There is nothing like that. I said it yesterday. You can't go and BOT, another chairman. How did the chairman come up?
Essentially, what you are saying is that you disagree with the leadership of the party. Doesn't mean you go and manufacture your own leadership.
It doesn't exist. You look. Let me tell you something. In your house, you dig.
Any person who calls himself a chairman of a national party, and your name is not on INEC register, then you should be arrested because you are an impostor. You are deceiving the public. You are deceiving the public. So you should be arrested. But we see police even trying to aid them to take over their national secretariat.
That's Nigeria we live in. Let me do small correction here.
Yeah.
He said the 26 is a simple majority. No, it's a two-third majority. 26 is a two-third majority, and for every forum, you need a complete meeting. And this number can fly anywhere. They have this current leadership has more than two-third majority of the chairman of the party under their control, which give them legitimacy. And again, like what you said, whoever want to ascribe onto himself a chairman of a party that didn't go through the due process is an impostor.
Yeah.
And what do you do to impostors? The law takes its effect. You can't on your own ascribe onto you a chairman and a secretary. No, there's a procedure to get to there. And this party, they've had their convention and they're choosing their leaders.
Now, what do you think Wike is going to be action of Wike on these 26 chairmen coming together to support Turaki? Are they going to also appoint their own state chairman? It's happening in SDP. They are going about appointing parallel chairmen, even though they were not even members of the party before. As some about to have records of those not even a member of the party before being appointed chairman, just to distort the actual chairmen that have their name in INEC register.
I'm surprised to ask that question. They said it already, that they need to do congresses in the states. They've not done. So I won't be surprised if they go ahead and do congress in those states and other states that already have legitimate chairmen there to get their own people there. what they are trying to do, and Nigeria should be wary of this. They want to create the impression there is a parallel leadership in PDP. That is what they have to do to create that impression. We should discard whatever they are doing until they go to court and set aside that about the convention. Whatever they are doing, media should not give them space. We're just publicizing the wiki unnecessarily. They've lost that by the convention, and they should go to court. And if they feel they've been shortchanged,
Yeah.
they're going to try it.
All right, okay, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
There are people that are dull of hearing. I don't know if that sinks in.
Yeah.
They are dull of hearing. Now, if people are dull of hearing, there's nothing you can remain in position. INEC must always come out to sensitize the people. If you don't have a convention, if you don't have this, you don't have that, you cannot have a party that has factional leader. It doesn't exist. So my position is because of the people are dull of hearing. So since they are dull of hearing, they say go back. Weekend went to court and questioned why Anyanwu should be removed. The case got to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court said party issues, strictly party disciplinary. That's what they should do. Now the same Wike is going back to the court again, even after the court has said, is it not dull of hearing? So that's why we must keep on reiterating it, what is right and what is wrong.
But let me come to you, Peter. This automation of party administration that they are 26 chairmen have come. He mentioned INEC. If you still go to INEC website, they are still listing Amagu and the codes to be expired December 5th, which is held at any time. And once there's a convention, whatever offices you had before, it becomes expired.
Yes.
So INEC, he made mention. What is going to be with the position of INEC come December? Do that. It means they do not recognize Ibadan Convention.
No, if INEC have not changed it, I think PDP should challenge them in court, because already they've done the convention. And from what I heard, INEC was invited. So that what I heard that they came. If they've not changed those things, I don't think PDP should sit quiet. I don't think Turaki should sit quiet. They should make a case out of it, because this party have sat and they've chosen this path. INEC is not a member of PDP. PDP have the right to choose whoever they want to lead them. Seek alternative, which is the court. If they sit tomorrow and they don't have the quorum to third majority, what do you think do? It will become illegal. So since they have the number to convene their next meeting, which is to third majority, it is legal. So they should go forward.
No, they do not have the two-thirds of NEC yet, because to form two-thirds of NEC, you are going to include all other elected officials, PDP members serving in the House, PDP members serving in the Senate, PDP members that are ministers, which Wike will be among, and all that. All those, combinate to form NEC.
But they've not called for a NEC.
They've not called for a NEC meeting.
Since after
No, so let me now ask you.
Why do you think they won't have? Most PDP, they've gone, and those in National Assembly.
A lot are going. But we still have some senators in PDP, so they may not have that number now. So let me come to you briefly. Do you think Wike will continue to go through the court process, or he will go towards the way they went about announcing Abdurrahman as their Mohammed as their national chairman, in going to create parallel state chairman, or they will wait for the court? Will they even expedite the court process?
Okay, so Wike will go on all extent, because he was already in court. Then he did a forceful takeover.
He didn't wait for the court to come out.
He didn't wait for the court to come out. He also wrote a letter. His faction wrote a letter to the INEC. INEC told him, no, there's a due process in the party. We are following that. So what he does, is a man that is scavenging everywhere. He's going to make sure that he does whatever he can.
So to him, is a war. They say in war,
exactly,
and in love, everything is fair.
Everything is fair.
It's all right. Let's look at that video to remind us the forceful takeover of PDP headquarters, and what Turaki said that got by Ananoga and APC talking about treason. Calling Donald Trump to come and also help us in democracy after insecurity issues. Let's look at that video.
This counting no good now. You go there elect.
want to call on President Trump. What is at stake is not just genocide against Nigerian Christians. He should come and save democracy in Nigeria. Democracy is under threat. I'm calling on all other developed nations, all advanced democracies, how a serving minister of the federal public connivance or support of the police to come and create mayhem here. I have said it, we are willing to lay down our lives to protect our office, to protect our democracy, to protect our mandate. So Nigerians, you are watching what is happening. International community, you are seeing the threat that Nigerian democracy is. Come and save us. Come and save us. I want to call.
All right, thank you and welcome back to the studio. That reminds us of the forceful takeover of PDP headquarters some days ago. And joining me in the studio is Chinwe and Philip. Philip, let me start from you. Under the leadership of Tony Azegbemi, the Edo State Chairman of PDP, or some other chairmen, about 26 of them have come together to say, "Oh, we are standing." Do you think we can, Kingsley just left here, and Peter and Kingsley said Wike uses everything. Do you think Wike is already in the court? Anyangoda is already in the court with their allies. They are going to go appointing their own state chairman, to also support Muhammad Abdul Rahman. Since is it Abdurrahman Abdurrahim? I keep forgetting. Abdurrahman. Yeah. So since these other state chairmen have pledged their loyalty to work with Turaki, what are we expecting?
You see, the truth remains that we have only one PDP, and that is the PDP led by Turaki at the moment. In every political party, you have what we know as Forum of Political Parties Chairman, State Chairman, and that is one that is led by the Edo State Chairman, and it's recognized under party structure. The 26 chairmen that came together to endorse the Turaki-led administration are the authentic chairman. Whatever Wike we do, we know Wike as a lawless being. I have said it before. It's a man. You see, I'm sorry to use the word because the man is fond of using the gutter language. You remember the incident they had with the naval officers and the foul language the Minister of the Federal Republic was shunning at. So, considering where he's coming from, it will always be Wike. Wike is Wike, so he will always apply the lawlessness in him, will come at him. But the truth remains that the endorsement by the Forum of PDP State Chairman stands, and that is the PDP we know. Whatever the Wike is doing is not avoid and it's not known to law.
All right, I will come to you. There is a very strong problems Nigerians are facing today. If a Nigerian wants to join PDP, somebody who wants to exercise his right in joining PDP, he doesn't know who to follow. But when you go to INEC register, even before this convention, there is one person, which was Damagwas at that time, and why Damagwa was chairman, Abdurrahman Mohammed was appointed as chairman. That's being an impostor, saying you are who you are not, when there is a statutory organization that actually determines who is who, for example, or gives recognition to who is who. That deception to the public, how do we solve it? This is happening at the state level, happening at national level, happening at local government level, almost across all the opposition parties at this moment. The only party where it's not happening is the one we have not had that Goodluck is going to use to run or P2B is going to use to run. How do we get out of this quagmire of deceiving the public as to who is chairman? And police is doing nothing about it.
Well, first off, I believe that the police is bought. That's the last thing we said, so I'm going to start from the back forward. I believe that the police is bought at this point because the national the headquarters of the PDP is still under lock and key. And if you pass by, it's open for the public to see. You don't see military vehicles there. You don't see DSS vehicles there. You see police vehicles there. And we're wondering why it's still locked. That's if you don't want to tell yourself the truth, which is that the FCT minister is behind it because he has the powers to actually make such phone calls and and pull that kind of stunt, right? You say if a Nigerian wants to join the PDP right now, he's going to be confused. A Nigerian that wants to be confused will be confused. Under all of the rhetoric, under all of the conversation, under all of the lies and the deception, we know who is the faction and we know who is the original. We know that. It's not without mincing words. And I just want to say that this statement that, you know, the leaders of the PDP, the chairmen have done 26 of them, have come together to say, oh, we endorse this, is a very good move. It's a strong statement by the PDP to say, hey, we know that we have crisis. We are not shying away from it. We know there's a problem. We have finally taking a stand, even though we did it a bit late, but now we are putting our foot down. We're ready to take the party forward, irrespective of what anybody wants to do to fight it. And I like that a lot, because for the longest we continue to ask, is one man bigger than a complete system? Because they are all going to pass away. All of them, they are going to die. Every single one of them is going to leave, whether they are going to grow old and retire or they are going to die. One way or another, they're going to leave the party, and the party is still going to remain, or at least the name of the party will remain, because I mean, it is already entrenched in the history of the country, that engraved rather in the history of the country, that PDP existed. PDP ran for as long as it did, and is strong. So I like that they've been able to pull themselves together and say, you know what, we are moving forward. Either way, it gives the Nigerian people a little bit of in them to be able to actually say, oh, these people might be ready to run 2027.
Okay, 2027. Do you think there's a magic for PDP to be ready to run 2027, or they are even ready as it is?
There's no magic. They are ready. They are ever ready. If you see what the PDP had done, you know, the first thing they did was to, you know, wither the storm, to conduct the elective convention. For the first time, the PDP came out of their shell and they said, enough is enough, Wiki. We are going ahead with convention, with the government apparatus at its disposal, using the court apparatus to churn out court order, even as much as Sule Lamido, a respected PDP founding father, was used to get a court order to restrain PDP from conducting the primary. But PDP said, no, we will conduct our convention and we elect new officials. And they did that. And to further confirm that, the state party chairman had taken a further step to say, look, we did our convention and our convention stand. So Turaki is our chairman and it remains as chairman. That shows to you that PDP is now ready for 2027. Where anybody who doesn't want can go and commit suicide. PDP is marching ahead.
Do you think PDP is ready for 2027?
I don't think they are 100% ready yet. I am yet to be fully. I have a bit of trust, a bit of trust in them now that they've done two things. This signing and the convention was able to hold these two things. Great and amazing. But we need to see more from them. They still haven't. Yes, they still haven't. They still haven't put their house in complete order. They still have Wike to deal with. Their headquarters is still under lock and key by him. If they can get that done and continue in this light, maybe, just maybe, we'll trust that they are ready.
We are going to be seeing PDP as ready if they continue in this stride and hopefully able to recover their headquarters and run for 2027 across all levels. We'll be right back.